The Naperville Elder Care Channel is brought to you by Kathy Wetters and the great folks with Right at Home of Chicago's southwest suburbs. Today's guest is Mike Cooper, Business Director for the Naperville Senior Center's Adult Day Services.
Welcome back to the Naperville Elder Care Channel. We are excited to bring you another episode, and today we are going to be talking with Mike Cooper from the Naperville Senior Center. Welcome, Mike.
Well, thank you for having me, Kathy.
And you are going to hopefully enlighten us about your Adult Day Services program, correct?
That's right. Naperville Senior Center Adult Day Services, the name of the firm.
Yeah. Well, first tell us a little bit about kind of how long y'all have been, about yourself and about how long y'all have been going there.
Well, we've been open about 18 months.
Wow.
And this is actually something that my wife and I thought up when we were college sweethearts back in Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So some 30 years ago, we said, wouldn't it be great if we could marry our careers?
Mm-hmm.
She's a physical therapist, and I'm a business major.
Oh, yeah. What neat.
And we got it done. We got both kids through college through the grace of God. And when Zach got through college, we put together a business plan. We started shopping around for a loan and found a bank, found a contractor, and put together this room. And now we've been in business 18 months. And today we had a record day. We had about 17 members in there today.
Wonderful.
It's so good.
Now, when you think about your adult day program, are there certain adults that it's kind of a great fit for?
Well, we like to position it for adults that just need a little extra help there. Mm-hmm. They're not really safe to be home alone, but they're still not ready to go on to that next journey in their elder lives of the facilities.
Right.
Similar to yours, where you can go in and make sure that they're safe.
Right.
But this has an extra component, the socialization aspect with their peers.
Very important.
And then we've got a skilled staff, physical therapist, my wife, a certified occupational therapy assistant. Nurses come in for 4 hours to do, we'll probably talk about that later. And we have a couple of CNAs. So the members are taken care of, and it's perfect for those folks. They just need a little bit of help, and they get the socialization, which is a bonus.
Mm-hmm. Now, it intrigues me that your wife is a physical therapist, because I have visited, I know when we visit in the homes and when we visit other adult day programs, that is quite a find to be able to get them, someone that can get them active.
Exactly.
That doesn't happen everywhere.
And there's lots of, we call it there's a combination of cognitive exercises and physical exercises.
Yes.
And we built a 2-lane track right in the middle of the floor. So it's 100 feet around the track, and we get them to exercise, and they don't even realize it.
They're just having fun.
Yeah, you walk around the track on the way to lunch, you walk around the track on the way over to the washroom, or on the way over to the exercise bike, and we track it. How many laps did they make? And we have a new step bike, which is a physical therapy tool. We track how long they've been on it and how many steps they make. And we see progress, and we see our members getting stronger, and their endurance is growing, and it's a wonderful thing.
So do you, I bet you're getting some positive feedback from the families when
Yes.
the mom or dad gets home.
Yes, the feedback is very positive. One young lady said that having her mom come to our adult day service program, there's less friction, and they're not getting ambushed when they get home from work, because they've got something to talk about.
Yeah, they're not waiting and waiting. They had their life.
And that's how she said it. She goes, we get ambushed every night. But then she got her mom to come here, and then she was able to go out and play hockey. And she was just this little thing, like 5 feet. She's playing hockey. I'm like, it was a co-ed league, so she was happy to get back on the ice.
I bet. Now, are there certain eligibility requirements?
Well, there's few. You've got to be able to have minimal assist, so be able to stand up and sit down by yourself. We'll help you into the bathroom if it just takes one person, and we do everything needed in the bathroom, which I think is rare in
that is, so many will say,
adult day service program.
If someone has some problems in that area, sometimes that's a kiss of death. They won't be able to go. So that's great that you guys help with that.
Yeah, Pam says, I've been wiping butts for 30 years. There's no reason to stop now. She's a sweetie.
That's what we say at home care. Families will say, well, mom or dad have a little, problem. Is that going to bother you? I say, no, that's what we're here for. Yeah, them just like you guys.
So if someone needs one-on-one care, that wouldn't really be eligible. But A couple of our members have their caregiver come with them.
Oh, neat.
So they get the one-on-one care that they need as well as the socialization that we provide. So it's nice that those families have the resources to be able to do both things. It's really very, very cool.
Now, if a family is kind of thinking about this option, but kind of still wants to learn more, can they just stop in and for a tour one day?
Sure, they can stop in for a tour. We prefer they come at a non-lunch hour time,
Skip
so
lunch, okay.
before 11:30 or after 1:30, because
Got it.
during lunchtime it's all hands on deck. Everybody is waiting hand and foot on our members. They feel like royalty, so it's kind of a neat thing to watch and participate in. And we also have a free trial. You can schedule. You and your caretaker can come in. The two of you can enjoy, before lunch activities. You can enjoy a nice hot meal and then some after lunch activities. And we came up with that because free trial for just a future member required them to fill out the intake packet, and that's 4.5 pages. And as we're going through it, they think I'm selling them, and all I need is information and the unlikely event of an accident.
Right.
So then my team said, why don't we just offer that to the caregiver too, and then they sign the slip and fall waiver, and that's it. They can both enjoy it because that person should know all of the emergency information, and it's wonderful. We have about a 79% conversion once we get the free
From
trial.
the trial?
Yes.
That's high.
That's awesome. We
So
just need more trials.
them.
Sign up for a trial. Call us.
That's right. That's right. Now, do they have to come all 5 days a week, or
Nope.
how does that work?
We encourage a minimum 2 days a week so they get the social aspect, but we're not at a waiting list point yet. So there are a couple that come only 1 day a week, and it depends on their resources. The only thing that insurance covers if you have a long-term care insurance plan.
Oh, yes.
And then some vets will be able to participate based on their case managers' proposals, and then the rest are private pay.
Private pay. Now, what hours are you guys open?
We're open weekdays from 7:30 until 6 o'clock.
That's a good long load.
And just a new future member's wife said, well, I teach and I have to be to work at 7:30. Can you open at 7:15? And I said, yes.
Oh,
of course.
How accommodating.
Well, yeah, she's just, she's a teacher. I got to get to work.
Now, the family caregivers that bring their loved ones there, do you have anything that kind of helps educate them, or support group type?
Well, we're going to put in a support group. One of our members' wives is a social worker.
Oh, good.
So she was thinking of starting one on Monday, because that way you get to vent about what went on in the weekend.
Such a good thought.
And then there's another one on Friday, so you can vent about what you know is going to happen over the weekend. And I just started giggling. I'm like, yes, you can do that. And we have all kinds of information. Some of the caregivers feel guilty because they're supposed to take care of mom. I have to do it. I can't leave her here. So we just encourage them, you need time for yourself. We write a blog every week, and we're starting to go into the caregiver respite part. The caregiver needs to be taking care of themselves, their family, their jobs. Because right now they can't go for that promotion because they're taking care of mom.
Yeah, they're too stressed and too stretched.
So put mom in a safe place, have these people come over or send her to my place, and then you can get on with your life.
Everyone's happy.
You're just a phone call away.
So what would a typical day sort of go like then if someone would check in there?
Well, they're, basically the same because it's, from 7:30 to 6, but hopefully every day is kind of different with different activities. Today is National Dog Day.
Okay.
So we might even find a puppy running around. Our CNA's got 2 of them. Yesterday she brought in her beagle.
Oh, but that was a good fun time.
And the beagle's name is Luna.
Luna the beagle.
Luna, not the floor company. It's the Harry Potter character.
Okay.
Luna Lisa, I forget the last name. And she was just a sweetheart. She just howls once in a while when I do something stupid, but she'll just go around. I mean, she jumped up on the mat when Pam was massaging one of our members' calves, and he was having a ball. So then before lunch, we have the BLBC, which is the Before Lunch Bunko Club. But before that, when the members arrive, and if they get there early and haven't had breakfast, we can whip something up for them. We'll have coffee and just sit around, chat about what happened since the last time we were there. Pam gives everyone a massage, works their neck, their back. If they got some,
Mhm.
everyone gets a massage.
Uh,
But maybe one of these days again, maybe Valentine's Day I'll get
You'll
one.
get one, yeah. Well, that is neat. That is also, you don't see that everywhere,
Right.
and many experts say that massage is so good for
Yeah.
folks.
And then the lunchtime is just after bunko, we say a little prayer, a blessing before lunch. We used to go over to the table and say it, but by the time half of them got there, the other half were already eating.
So,
So we say the blessing right at the bunko table, and then move everybody over like herding cats. It's just not fast.
no.
And then lunch is a nice hot meal. Today we had an option of 3 different fish items because it's
Goodness,
Friday.
that's
And
Fish
and
Friday.
Pam and I are both cradle Catholics, so
So
we
you
got
got to have that.
fish sticks or baked cod, or we had some breaded tilapia.
Mm.
And if you don't like fish, one lady had a chicken parmesan. It's easy. The food comes in from Cisco, all cooked.
Okay.
We heat it up in the convection oven, and everybody raves about the food. This past Tuesday, the most popular meal was pot roast and smashed potatoes.
Oh, that sounds like a Midwestern delight.
It
right
was
there.
yummy.
And I would assume they kind of have snacks too throughout other
Yep,
times.
it's healthy snacks, and some of the snacks aren't so healthy, but they're anywhere from 70 to 90. They can have anything they want. For dessert, we got ice cream cups, ice cream sandwiches, ice cream cones, or ice cream on a stick,
Hey,
or Jello, or pudding, or cookies, but whatever you want, we got it. We got a nice supply, a nice what's it called? A nice assortment of snacks.
Yeah. Now, what if you've got kind of the nervous Nelly daughter that just wants to pop in and see how things are going? Can the family caregivers come and visit during the day?
Yeah, if they want to, just give us a heads up. And when you come into the lobby, we have a half door that goes from the lobby over into the dining center and then into the activity center. It's wide open. They can easily watch, and their loved one wouldn't even know they're there.
Now, what if they have some medications they need to take during the day? Kind of how this.
Well, they'll let us know. Obviously, the caregiver will let us know. And we have a nurse that comes in for 4 hours a day, and she manages. Yeah, she comes in around 10:30 and leaves when she's done, and she manages the medication administration. And then she also takes vitals of everybody.
Really?
Every day we check the vitals and track it, and it's good because one day one of our members, his pulse was down around 43. So she just picked up the phone, called his doctor, and his doctor said, you might want to take him to the emergency room.
That pacemaker.
And at that time, his daughter just came to pick him up, so she took him to the emergency room, and 2 days later, he was back. He just got out of whack. That's all.
How about that?
But that's why we do that. We don't want anything. And another member's blood pressure was through the roof.
And it goes high and could stroke.
And his caregiver forgot to give him his blood.
Oh, boy.
What is that? The medication for the heart. So we got that in him, calmed him down, and everything worked out great. So that's why we have her there, just to make sure that to ensure that things go normal.
Sure. Now, does any individuals in the community say, I'd like to, or groups, I like to volunteer? Do you have any of those?
Oh, everything. Yeah, volunteers. We love volunteers. Some of the church groups, the young kids going for confirmation have to do service hours.
Yes.
We put them to work. Come on in here. We got things to do. And what we're going to do this year, if we get some young kids it doesn't have to be young kids. We got 3 members that want their Facebook page.
Oh.
So we'll have the volunteers help them out with that.
You cannot be that. And a lot of times their grandparent maybe lives even in another state or another suburb.
Yeah, most of these members have grandchildren all over the country. One of our members is a former Royal Canadian Mounted Police, so he's got family up north.
He has stories too.
Yeah, great stories. He brought in some of his articles that were written about him when he was doing rescues. He had one rescue. It was on an iceberg. It was a 200-foot long rolling chunk of ice, and he landed his plane on there and rescued the 4 people. And he said it was a little nervous.
And they have the neatest uniforms. Those Canadian Mounted Police.
Yeah. Well, the Marines have pretty good uniforms.
Oh, they do. They do. That's true. Now, how about if someone is on oxygen? Can they still come?
They can come. Yeah, we have a member on oxygen. You have to bring your own tube and your own surplus. We don't have any there. But sure, come on in.
Now, sometimes folks will maybe they can use a walker, but they have an electric wheelchair when they get tired out. Can they come with an electric wheelchair?
Sure, if you've got the tools, we can't lift you onto
Right,
the
no,
toilet. You have to make sure
They've
you've
got
got
to do
everything.
those things.
They've
Gotcha.
got everything.
Gotcha.
We have one member came
Fair weight.
yesterday, and it's a 300-pound scooter. In the normal setting, there would be a Hoyer lift for her, but not with us. Since she was catheter or whatever that's called. I'm the business side.
So you don't get on the business end of those things. Yeah.
No, but I don't know the health terms as well
Yes,
as I should.
correct. I'm with you. So you kind of touched on this, but I know one natural question that if someone watched this, they're going to ask is, does Medicare help pay for it?
No, not this one.
No.
There was a program in Illinois with the community cares, but I'm pretty sure they ran out of money.
They're hurting a little bit.
A lot of folks that do accept that, I don't know if they've been paid since last August, so it's a program that we didn't participate in because we misunderstood the rules. We thought that they could send anybody to our facility, but we didn't know we could say, no, that won't fit. But we were not educated when we filled out the application, which is okay.
Right, and there's a lot of
hindsight.
And there's a lot of hurdles to jump through too. I understand on that to get approved. Now, and on veterans benefits, so this would be someone that maybe is already going to Hines VA or whatnot, and they probably have a social worker,
Correct.
and they need to say, hey, would you think there's a chance that we could get services for mom or dad?
Right.
Usually for veterans, and then so they pay for home care. I know sometimes they would pay for daycare as well.
And we had one fellow that did qualify, and they sent somebody in to inspect the place, and then they looked around and they said, "This is perfect."
Wonderful.
But they don't have a lot of benefits per month for this type of operation.
Okay.
They might have $2,000 a month for all usages, and so for food and whatever stuff and medical. But it's there if they have the right program, and not many people do. It's like long-term insurance. Why did we need it back then?
Right.
Now I know why.
Absolutely why.
Several members have that, and it's just wonderful.
It is because you're helping with some of the main activities of daily living. You're helping them with toileting, preparing nutritious meals. So I can see why long-term care should pay.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And the other one is that if they just a danger to themselves, that one is exclusive of the daily activity ones.
Yeah, if they're unsafe to be alone. Safe, like what if they turned the stove on and forgot?
Oops.
Something like that.
Or lock the doors and your family's not home and
It's winter.
And you can't hear.
Right. Now, do you have any kind of words of wisdom to families that maybe are having trouble convincing mom or dad to try this out?
Oh, the stubborn mom?
Yeah, how do you
I'm not going.
encourage?
No. Well, some of them you can encourage. They're just stubborn. They don't want to leave the house. They're resistant to change. But the others, it's just, it's an opportunity for them, Help me, Mom. I'm helping you. This is a place where you're going to meet people.
Right,
you're going to have fun. Look at the videos on their website. They're having fun. There's a video testimonial from one of the members.
I love your website, too. Tell us what that website address is.
It is NapervilleSeniorCenter.com. That's NapervilleSeniorCenter.com.
Can't get any easier than that. That's good.
And it's just, don't tell them it's an adult daycare. Tell them it's a club. Tell them it's the gym. Tell them it's the fitness center.
Right.
Tell them you're going to therapy. And one tactic that some of my members' loved ones did was take them over to Butterfield's Pancake Joint and park over near our door. And they have a wonderful breakfast. Oh, let's go check out this room.
What are they doing here? Yeah, that's a good strategy.
That's a strategy. It's a good strategy.
Do you encounter families that just sort of they're on this guilt trip about, you kind of alluded to it earlier, that they're not being the daughter or son they should if they bring mom or dad down here?
Well, then, when you enroll them in our program, you're being a great daughter, a great son. You're providing them with options for them to enjoy other members of their peers and their age group and have fun and tell their stories. And you're doing that because you're a good kid. And you need to take care of yourself as a good kid. If you don't take care of yourself, then who's going to take care of mom or dad if you're not around anymore, if you're stuck in the hospital getting better because you're exhausted? So don't wait. Take those measures now.
Mhm.
And it's just about staying home as long as possible. Age in place. We're doing
Right,
that with our parents. We need to make sure that we are set up to age in place.
right, not have a stroke or something
But
too
because
early.
it could be $100 a day at my place, or it could be $300 a day at a nursing home, and
Right.
then you're out of luck.
That's so true, so true. Um, do you have any, thinking since the time you've opened, do you have any kind of, without breaking hip, of course, any neat stories where you had someone come, maybe they were a little shy or a little reticent about doing it and they just kind of come out of their shell?
Well, we've actually got a couple of reviews right on our Google page.
Okay, okay.
One mom was resistant. She didn't want to go. She was
Mhm.
fighting tooth and nail. And after the first day, she goes, I'm glad I went.
Uh,
And then another gentleman, he was also anxious about the whole thing. And when he got home, he's kind of coy, and he said to his daughter, I made it over to kindergarten class today, and I really
uh,
liked it, and I want to go back. So
oh,
things like that are just great to hear. Another member says that she can't wait to get back to see her peeps.
the peeps.
And it's good. There's some great things.
Mhm.
And another cool story is one of our members participated. We have the Relay for Life. The city of Naperville combines with the American Cancer Society, and in one of the high schools they go around the track and they
Yes,
raise
yes.
money. Well, we got this track, and last year one of our members raised $170,
Wow.
and she gave Pam a hug and said, "I haven't been able to get back for decades."
And that means a
And
lot,
she was
volunteering and
smiling,
giving back to the
happy
world.
tears.
Oh,
So that was nice.
so she was able to do something she enjoyed, which was
Yeah.
helping others.
Helping others.
Yeah.
This year we did the same program, and since we've been open for 3 times as long as we were last year,
Yeah.
we raised $4,500. In the city of Naperville, we came in 5th place out of 29 teams.
And this is a large
This is a
town.
bunch of seniors that kicked some butt in the city of Naperville. That
So-
was so cool.
So they got some sponsors and they raised the
We
money.
got some
and-
sponsors. The Cancer Society came over. We took a photograph.
Oh,
We bought everybody purple T-shirts, and
Mhm.
everybody had the uniforms on, and we were very proud of them.
sure.
And I was curious as to how much the members raised as opposed to the staff, and the
Mm-hmm.
staff only came up with $700.
So
So the members got
Big bucks.
$3,800.
that's
It was so
awesome.
cool. Very proud of them.
Very, very awesome. Yeah. Well, Mike, could you share your contact information, folks, the telephone number?
Contact info, sure. We heard the website is napervilleseniorcenter.com.
Yep.
So my email address would be mike@napervilleseniorcenter.com. Actually, if you send it anywhere to Michael Cooper or Mike Cooper or M, it will all come. But mike@napervilleseniorcenter.com. Phone number 630-857-3017. And we have a website. It's just Facebook, Naperville Senior Center.
Yeah, and your address?
Is 1504 1504 North Naper Boulevard. And we're Suite 120, right there at the corner of Ogden Avenue and Naper Boulevard. And there's a Butterfield Pancake store. There's a Schmaltz Deli.
Yep.
Mario Tricocci, that'll give some people an antique store.
Yes. Yes.
And we
yes.
do field trips, but we won't let our members go down to the antique store because we think Gary will keep them.
Oh no.
No, these are our members.
Got to stay with you. That's right. That's right. Well, that's so neat. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Kathy,
Mike.
thank you for having me. This is wonderful.
We, I think we're just blessed to have you in our community, and I'm glad you guys had this dream when you were in college to do something together and made it be this Naperville
Yeah,
Senior
a
Center.
lot of people said, the husband and wife working together,
Mhm.
it's not a good idea. And she'll tell you that if she can't, she's not going to let me go because then she has to break in a new husband.
That's too much
Too much
work.
effort.
Well, thank you so
Well,
much.
thank
It's
you,
been a
Kathy.
delight.
It's been a pleasure. I'm glad I was able to come over.